Well, that's very nice. And very evil.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Kamen Rider Revice DX two-side driver. So here we are, and there it is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have the driver, we have Kamen Rider Evil and Kamen Rider Live, and on this side we have Live, on this side we have Evil, on this side we have Evil, we have Live, on the back of the box we have our obligatory product shots, this, that, the other things and stuff, all the things and stuff that it does. On the bottom we have warning, don't eat anything in this box that could be very bad for you, and we have Sad Pac-Man! And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have the two-side driver, and this is the transformation device for Kamen Rider Evil and Kamen Rider Live. So we're going to take a look at the driver in a little bit, but first, let's take a look at the included Vice stamp. Right here we have the Bat Vice stamp, and as you can see right up front, we have the bat done in a nice pearlescent white. Of course, as always, there's helmets in the background that you can barely see because they are mostly obscured, but hey, things you can do, things that are there, even though you can't see them. But as usual, your typical Vice stamping goodness as far as the detailing goes. You have your activation button, you got speakers, battery compartment, you got a QR code. If you want to scan it, go ahead, free scan on me. And of course, you have the bat stamp there at the bottom. And when you push the button up top, tells you what it is in case you already forgot. And of course, we can stampy. So there you have that. Now without further ado, let's bring in the Revice driver and our friend the rider can. Because if the rider can, you can. So let's get down to it. So there you have that. Now we'll do our attack. And now remix. So there you have that. And next up, the Ohin Buster. Oh, and explosions! And explosions. And the Gundephone. So you have that. And now it is time for the main event of the evening. Here we have the two-side driver, and this, again, is the transformation device for Kamen Rider Evil and Kamen Rider Live. So he's got the upside, he's got the downside. There are two sides to every driver. Anyway. But yes, here we have the driver, and a very cool design, in my opinion. It's, it's like a driver/weapon combo deal. And, I dig it. But let's get in closer so we can take a look at the details. You have your stamping section right here. This is just a big sticker. And you can see you got some nice little details here, some arrows, letting you know which way things go. You have the slot here for your stamp. You can see a speaker right there. You have a trigger for activating your noises. And then of course you have the belt itself, which of course you can use whatever method you want to use to wear this on your adult waist, because this will not fit most adult waists unless you're really skinny. But again, use your method of choice. But all in all, very nicely done. You can remove this section here and it will make the sword extend. You can see a nice metallic purple in there. And just to show you the back, you can see some nice white and some very nice gold in there. It does have "Sad Pac-Man" just forever molded on it in shame. And this right here is your on-off switch. So we'll just pull this out now, and there you go. Now it is on. There you go. We have our slashy noises. But we'll just fold this back up, and this will just slot in right here like so, and lock into place. But yeah, there you have the driver. And just for a quick comparison, here it is with the Revice driver. Just so you can see how they look side by side. So now let's get into some noises. Let's get into some functionality here. So again, if we pull this section out, you'll see it makes that sword extend, and Evil uses the sword mode here. And when you pull the trigger, there's clang noise. You can rapid fire that if you want to. And you can fold the sword back up. It'll lock into place. You push this release button here, and when you flip this up, it is now in gun mode, and this is what Live uses as his weapon. And you pull the trigger, get a pew pew, bang bang. You can rapid fire that if you want to, and then to go back into sword mode, again, you just push that release button. And it says Blado, and if you want to just extend the sword, just push this little lever here. There you go. That will extend the sword back out. And now you are back in sword mode. And that's how that works. And there you go. And we're going to take a look at the rest of the buckle here with the weapon drawn. You see, not too much detail-wise, but worth mentioning. Now we'll just plug this back in, and there you go. So now let's get down to some henching. So how this is going to work is we're going to stamp the stamp in the stamping area here, and then plug it into the driver, and we'll just go from there. So let's go. Henching. We're going to extract the weapon. And when you're ready, just pull the trigger. Very cool Henching noise, and I never thought I would say this in my life. I never thought that something could make Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo sound cool. But this did that. This made Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo sound cool. So that alone, this gets my stamp of approval. But there you go. We have now transformed into Kamen Rider Evil. We are very evil now. You still got your slashing. Slashing and clanging. Clanging and slashing. And now to do our attack, we're going to push the button on top of the Vice stamp. And pull the trigger. And there you have the darkness finish. So there you have that. So we'll just close up the blade. Now, if you want to pull out the Vice stamp, that is locked in place. Don't just yank it out. Otherwise, you'll break something. There's a release button right here. Just push on that. And you can extract your Vice stamp. So now we will plug this back in. And now we're going to do the good transformation. We're going to transform into Kamen Rider Live, the good guy. The good guy. So what we're going to do now, again, we're going to... You can do this part before or after. It really doesn't matter. It's totally up to you, but... Just to do it the way he did it the first time he henched into Kamen Rider Live, we'll do it that way. So we're going to stamp the stamp, plug the stamp in. We'll just go. I'll walk you through it. Oops. Henching. So now you're going to flip the blade up. There you go. We're transformed into Kamen Rider Live. That's a cool Henching jingle right there too. So there you go. Very cool how this works. I really like how this works. And pull the trigger. Got your pew pews and bang bangs, and we can do our big attack. There you have your justice finish. Oh, it's full of justice. So there you go. So now let's take this out. There you have that. Now, for the record, you don't actually need the belt to henshin. The only thing the belt is doing is when you push on this big pad right here, you can see this little button pops up. This little post pops up when you push this big pad here. And all that's doing is just pushing this button right here to tell the driver to say confirm. That's all it's doing. Literally all it's doing. You can do that with, you know, whatever. And that's all that's happening. Other than that, you don't need the belt. You can henshin with or without it. So. There you go. So again, you don't even need the belt to henshin if you don't want to use it. Right. Just to demonstrate that. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, so now we're going to get this plugged back in. So now, let's show you what happens when we use some other Vice stamps. So we'll use Jackal, since he used that on the show. So there you go. Do the attack. So there you have that, and we'll just bypass everything and just do it straight from here. We have that, the attack. And explosions! And explosions. So there you go. And you know what? We'll use Rex. Just because, just to show. So you get the same noises regardless of what stamp you put in there. The only difference is just the name of the stamp that it says. So there you go. So there you have the two-side driver, and yeah, I really like this. I really like this driver. I love the functionality of it. I love just having, you know, the good side, the evil side, you know. It's really cool. I just love the noises. I just love the overall functionality of this. I think it's really cool. Really well done in my opinion. A lot of fun here, but there you go. And now I picked this up from Hobby Link Japan, but of course there are many other sites you can go to for stuff like this if you're interested, such as CS Toys, Ami Ami, Hobby Search, Mandarake. Of course, there's always eBay and Amazon. You can also check out BigBadToyStore.com for some Kamen Rider items. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out my Revice playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Kamen Rider Revice DX two-side driver, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.